What up? Hey, good morning. James Rice in my backyard. Monday morning is one of my favorite times to talk shop because actually, I'm going to say it this way. Actually, because unfortunate that now people are re-engaged. Okay. Many people, many of us take the weekend off. Just seeing who's on there. Chelsea, hey, how's that foot? Dr. Natasha, how are you? Dr. Natasha knows about that. She has her practice. And I'm sure many times there's Saturdays and Sundays where she's just as busy as she is on the weekdays. And so the engagement is a crucial part and piece. And Mondays are super filled up for me. Myself, I front load Dr. Natasha. Hopefully we'll see you in Vegas. Or if it's not you in Vegas, who do you know in Vegas? I know Key has friends in Vegas. Who can we how can we shake the trees? How can we rattle some cages? Send out the campfire video, Dr. Natasha, to some of the crew in Vegas. So that when I get there on Wednesday, that's right, I'll most likely get there on Wednesday, not Thursday when the event starts. Get a suite at the Virgin Hotel. Boom, send your friends there. Let's get together. Let's fellowship. Let's shake up some ketones to them. But it starts right now. The event is April 6th, 7th, and 8th. So it's what? March, April, a month away. So on one hand, there's time. But as you and I both know, the more that we do front-loaded, then the better it's going to be. Holy cow. I'm loving this Instagram live because some of my I've been talking to Key almost like literally daily. And by the way, and I know that she's in the hospital. Yeah, Chelsea's got her ankle also. So anyway, back to what I'm excited about is the people who are joining this. Dr. Natasha Caitlin, one of my favorite ride or dies of all time, is on it. See you today. You saw Vegas is out. Caitlin, do we have the spreadsheet done that's going to let us know not only who's going to Vegas, but then can we go from there? And can Robert Goyne get 3, 4, 5 people in? It's not whether you go to Vegas. Okay. When you go to Vegas for your entertainment, that's for you. If you want to grow a community, a business, speaking of which, will somebody throw the huddle call up in my Rice Builders because I know I didn't do it. Many people think I'm going. There's no money in I'm going. There's no money in I have a box of ketones that someone purchased. The money is in I'm going and I'm bringing 5 people with me. And those 5 people are bringing 3 people with them. And those 5 times 3, 15 people, are bringing 2 with them. Now you've got 40 going instead of yourself. Now your paycheck's huge instead of why isn't this business working? It's certainly important. And Joletta, if you want to throw things up there for me to chat about, then that's what I will chat about. Because what happens on Mondays, people, is stuff rattles through my brain. The first and foremost thing I will chat with you about is this month is March. March is a noun. In our world, my world, Rice Builders world, it's not a noun, it's a verb. March is an action. March is a daily intentional action. In fact, my Monday started off with a phone call. And by the way, I didn't sleep at all last night. So we'll see how I do today. So Monday, because I have life going on just like the rest of you. That's a whole nother story, though. So on Monday, I started with a call from a friend of mine that I squeezed him into a spot because he's been one of my mentors. In fact, it's funny. If you look up Vic Zerbano, his wife, Aunt Terry, is one of the original OGs from the PNW who, and you'll love this, I love pointing out regular, everyday, non-sales, non-entrepreneurial people like Aunt Terry who go from making a couple grand a month in her business to about 6 grand a month at one time. Improve it. Why? Because of a testimony and sharing. Dr. Natasha, because of a testimony and massive sharing. And her influence put 30, 40, 50, 100 people in, who then put a few people in, which led to a car bonus and a big check. So her husband, who I got to meet, who didn't even know us, didn't even trust us, wasn't even sure about us, now has become one of my best friends. And here's the funny thing about it. I literally talked to him, have had more impact on his life than the majority of the distributors, promoters in my business. Wow and ouch. Kind of funny. I wish and always hope that my promoters would be contacting me and connecting with me to meet with me, to talk to me, to fellowship with me, to mastermind with me, to plan with me, to go through their pipeline with me. And for some reason, he sees value, and he comes to me, and he's taken his life and night sobriety, sales manager, good income, solid relationship, marriage, dog, new house, and he just started working out about 3 to 6 months ago, and he's like, holy cow, this is amazing. I feel great. What's that going to do? It's going to give him one more tool to impact people. Okay, so, and he's not even in my business, generating my business, and he connects and comes to me on a regular basis and asks to speak to me. You know how many people, and this is shaming and blaming, I understand, Juliette. You know how many people in my business who supposedly want to grow and build a community never contact me? It's baffling. But whatever, each their own. All I can do is, this is what I was telling him. So this is your tip for the day. He said, hey, all we can do is spread seeds. And it was an awesome reminder to me, because I was thanking him for showing up. There's Vic right there. Holy cow, I didn't even know. Well, there's my sister calling. Vic, I didn't even know Vic was on. So I see that he's actually listening. So there's a big thank you out to him. And again, he always, it's iron sharpens iron. It's a couple of things that we talked about that I want to share with you on this Monday. And I know we have the huddle call. See, I still have a little congestion. He was talking about with his wife, Aunt Terry, how important it is to sit down, slow down, and get real with yourself as to where you need to dig in. Favorite topic of mine. What I hear and see, this is my own limiting belief, is people, no one in particular, guys go out and stand around their barbecue, not a barbecue, a Traeger, which is funny. They can't even really afford. They're bitching about their electricity, how they won't support their wives' business. This is no husbands in particular, Caitlin. Their wives' businesses and what they can't spend money on, but they've got their Traeger in the backyard for sure, because that's what builds up their self-esteem. And that's what guys want to get around and talk about, how budgets are tight and money's tight. And they're talking about their boat and all their stuff. It's hilarious. Hilarious. And then women want to all jump together and have a glass of wine or whatever. They talk about their husbands that aren't doing. Okay. A wise man told me this weekend, James Rice, the solution is simple. What? Simple. Just outserve the other person. Just keep serving, just keep serving, just keep serving, just keep serving. So putting that together with what Vic said, I need to just spread seeds, and be happy with and see who comes to the table that then I can pour life and gas into, right? Because if you read the Rise and Shine, it's not about people wanting to do and be the same and embrace what I'm doing. It's about me connecting with them, and can I take them where they want to go? It's not them, it's me. It's not them, it's me. Okay? I got to go out and about and sprinkle and see who comes to the table. By the way, Caitlin Munoz completely made my day by you saying, how am I going to be your wing woman if you're not going down to the East County event with me? I love it. Completely made my day. One of the most amazing people I've been blessed to work with and watch grow and develop. So keep it up. So, I know. And we'll get this out again. Just a reminder, come mid-June, the church in Ramona is doing a 2-day event. We're going to speak about faith, and we're going to speak about family, and we're going to speak about finances, and we're going to speak about fitness. I'm not kidding you. It completely complimented me. My pastor, who spoke all around the world, has a worldwide mission, came and said, holy cow, I want to use your foundations, your fundamentals, and that we want to develop an event around it. I'm like, first of all, word faith and family and finance and fitness, so they're not mine. That's just what I landed on. But you can do it, and I'll be speaking at it, which is quite an honor that she felt like my information, my wisdom enough. So here's my point again. That's where it got sprinkled. That's where it's growing. That's where I need to put my energy. Okay? Everything I do pretty much is I'm marching. Here we go, right here. It will be fun. Joletta, check your tickets. You should come out to it. It's mid-June. And then you got a place to stay for free. How much can it cost? So, and it will be fun. And fun is an integral part. In fact, Vic and I were chatting that today. It's amazing how many people you're going to your fun. In fact, the reason it started is he asked me how my day was. If you ask me how my day was, it triggers me immediately to go, how is it really? How is my faith? How's my fitness? How's my fit? Because I don't really say, I mean, to the public, I'm going to say, oh, it's all good. But to my friends, I'm going to say, I'm sorting and sifting through this. How can we work and collaborate? And how can you help me? Okay. So I immediately rattled through, a couple of those pieces and thought, how is my world? And so my point to that is people, most of us, many of us spent the weekend having fun. But if we took a look at our garage, if we took a look at our fitness, if we took a look at our relationships, if we took a look at our career, we would be blah, 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 blah. But we continue, then many of us, to work on our hobbies and work on our fun rather than work on our foundation. People, if you're going to do something in March, it's slow down and decide, who do you want to be? Where do you want to put your time and energy? I got to check this stuff out that D's hit me with. Cool, D. Thanks. If you put that on Instagram too, I appreciate it. And I was telling Vic, and I actually, the thanks for this next one has to go out to Danielle and Joletta, my ride or dies in the rice world. You see them on the front, but you also maybe not see them because they're also behind the scenes. And without them, there wouldn't be the brand and there wouldn't be the lives. Oh, speaking of which, something you can help me with, people in the community, we need to Zoom more. We need to sprinkle more opportunities on the community for them to come together for us to share. Also, James Rice, that's me. You need to go live every single evening. My goal is to be a uplifting, safe opportunity for hope for specifically, particularly females 40 and over. They're looking for community, looking for safety, looking for some wind beneath their wings, looking for some better health, looking for some better faith, fitness, family, friendships, and fun. Faith, fitness, family, friendship, finances. Faith, I only do them all the time. That's hilarious. Faith, fitness, family, friendship, and fun. Finances and fun. Woo! So what I want to do every evening, 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock is I want to do a live, okay, with a female. And the theme I want it to be, and yes, I have an agenda, is before ketones, after ketones, before the community, after ketones, and frankly, before James Rice and after James Rice. Okay? So I want to utilize those to lift up our platform to get more eyeballs on us. Again, coming back, this is probably going to be one of our themes one of these times, Joletta, is more sprinkling and more opportunities. See who comes to the table and lift them up. And I encourage you to do the same thing. What Twyla says, I want the shirt. Hey, okay, look who's on. Now this is when stuff starts happening. Almost brings a tear to my eyes because many of you don't know Sean Davis. But if you'll check out Sean Davis, he will add value to your life. And I'm hoping, and I know hope is not a business strategy and hope is not a birth control strategy. But if I can have a person, and don't the rest of you be offended by this. If I could have a person in my world that I could lock arms with and do some crazy, crazy life-changing stuff with, Sean Davis would be right there at the top of the list. Why? Check him out. He's got, in worldly standpoint, he's got the tools because he's got a platform, he's got personality, he's got success, he's well-spoken, he's educated, he's a faith-first guy, he's a family-first guy. Perfect. He's ambitious. Second, or maybe it's eighth, but second, he has a history. He had some PTSD. He's had some anxiety. He's had some weight he's wanted to drop. He's had some fitness he's wanted to improve. He's had some family members he's wanted to improve. He's like the perfect wingman. Question is, we just need a little more belief and a lot more action. Little more belief, a lot more action. Little more belief, a lot more action. And this guy is going to not only, he's already lighting it up and very successful, he's going to light it up in a huge way and change a lot of lives. So Sean Davis, having you come out and appear, just it gives me hope. And it also confirms again for me that people, if you will, wear some swag, meet at Starbucks, go to the gym, don't work out at home, push a little more into your church, push a little more into your kids' school, go and attend kickoff day at Little League. We're going to chat that too, Danny. And you will do an extra live, do an extra Zoom. Come to Vegas, Sean Davis. Come to Vegas, people, and invite people and sprinkle and invite people. Stuff will pop up. The more planners I have out here that I put stuff in, the more pops up. But the question is, to bring it all back in full circle, is will you slow down and realize that your fun, your friendships, your hobbies are not the top of your pyramid? They're not. They're the top of your pyramid when your foundation is weak. And so since you're not good about your fitness, that you don't feel good about your family, the core of it, your relationships, your faith, your finances, you show people you can put more time into your 10-year-old's baseball. You put more time into your boat, like I said, your hobbies, your bunko you don't miss, your stuff. Not your stuff, people. It's not your stuff. Slow down. Make a change. How do I know? Because I've done it. I've got name brand this and got some muscles and some cars and some property and some. It's not fulfilling. In fact, in Timothy Keller today, Proverbs, if you want to read about gain some knowledge and get some wisdom, this is what's so cool about it. March 6th, the vanity of achievement. Wow. I know, it's time for the huddle call. Basically, Proverbs points to the satisfaction work can bring. Ecclesiastes reminds us that often feel the thorns and thistles, the grinding frustration that is the curse of work in a fallen world. Work and achievement without the peace of God in our lives, without the Spirit, will never be enough. That's what I believe. We need God whose labor led to real rest. I'm seeing it. I'm going to point it out. I'm not even going to point people out. I'm not going to call you out. But if your first thought is filters and you're sharing stuff that's not real and you're acting like a guru and a teacher and a trainer, but you don't have substance and foundation, stop it. Get to work on your substance and foundation. I'll be frank with you. My work on my substance and foundation is what comes first, and that's what creates the credibility and the influence. Okay? I didn't even want to be a fitness guy. My fitness hobby for 30-some years has created a platform and a person that people go, how do you do it? It created it because of the doing, not because of the wanting to be. And so I got on and started talking about fitness. You understand? It's the activities and the successes that are going to give you the influence and the credibility to be that person that you're acting like you are. Just ponder a little bit, but I'm telling you, achievement, whatever. All right, I'm going to let you go because I want to defer to the huddle call. I appreciate each and every one of you getting on. Danielle, Joletta, I appreciate your patience with my rambling around. I had these pieces that I wanted to mush together. We don't even have time to talk about baseball kickoff day other than to say that I loved it, where they said the Pledge of Allegiance, the national anthem, and a prayer. And I'm not judging, but what I did see there was a lot of parents who are into their children, and there's nothing wrong with being into your children. I'm just telling you, how's your faith? How's your spouse? How's the core of your family? And are you teaching your kids principles that are going to serve them the rest of their life? That's all I'm saying and pondering. Okay? So, love each and every one of you. Hold me accountable. Let's go live tonight. Let's Zoom tonight. Let's sprinkle. Provide opportunity so that people can march as a verb with us this month and get to where they want to go. Get to their goals. their real goals, their core goals. Love each and every one of you. Appreciate each and every one of you. I'm going to jump on the huddle call. I'll see you later. Connect with me. Contact me. Let me know if I can help you. If you like what I'm doing, share it, please.